Good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Real Talk with me, your realest, sexiest spiritual advisor, Empress Oracle. And today I just would like to talk to you guys really quick about what's going on. We're going to talk about the elephant that's in the room. If I may speak plainly so as not to offend anybody, because I know sometimes I can be a little bit outrageous with my verbiage, but I feel as though we just need to have a serious talk, America. Now, we see what's going on here in the news. We see that Biden has stepped down from office and has Vice President Harris stepping up. Round of applause. Round of applause. That is a good thing. That has the potential to be a wonderful and amazing thing if people would just please focus on the things that matter at this point in time. As I said previously before, it's not about choosing somebody that you like, because in life and situations such as candidacy, presidency, other situations in life, sometimes your options are not things that ideally you may like, but you have to pick the lesser of the two evils. Sometimes it's not just about you, it's about the overall good of everybody, and that's what we're going for right now at this time. So I need for everybody to please understand. We will be breaking a lot of barriers, a lot of generational curses, we'll be making history. We have never had not only a female president, but a Black female president. We are continuing to make history by leaps and bounds, and it's time for America to start making history in more positive ways. All right? At this current point in time, I feel as though not just the United States, but a lot of places are leaving the unpleasant taste in people's mouths, and we are the only ones who can change that. We need to look at things from a broader perspective besides our own personal feelings on people. We have to look at how they've conduct themselves in the best of times and in the worst of times, okay? Because nobody is perfect. So while you guys are busy digging up people's skeletons out their closets, their dirty laundry about not just them, but their family, you have to keep in mind that whoever we place in office is still a human being. So it's important for us to understand nobody is perfect. Everybody has their flaws. However, we have to take a look at the end result of each negative circumstance that has taken place in people's life, right? What were the results, not just for that person, but for the people around them? That's what we have to take into consideration. And if you're looking at Vice President Harris and former President Trump, there was just a large discrepancy in not just the conduct of them in office prior to office, but the effects of what these people have on others while they're in office. We all know that when former President Trump was in office, that had a lot of people from different genres, I'm going to say, to be politically correct, feeling as though they had the leeway to do as they pleased. And now that the Republicans, they got their foot on the gas right now and they're funding the bullshit, people are starting to feel more lax. They're starting to have that same energy again where they feel as though they can do what they please, because we had all those incidences when Trump was in office with unfair deaths, with law enforcement going above and beyond and feeling as though they're above reproach, especially certain ones of certain complexions. And we're starting to see some of that energy pour in again. And we need to see the forest for the trees at this time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for us to really tap into our intuition and peep the red flags. Not just red flags in relationships, we need to peep the red flags in society, because at this point in time, this is life or death. This is life or death. The same way somebody called for help, it could be one of us. That's what I keep trying to tell you guys. It could be one of our family members getting their ass beat in the middle of the street with nobody helping, people recording. It could be one of us being senselessly gunned down in our own home when we're seeking solace from the ones who take our lives. We have to start being proactive instead of reactive, okay? Not just for ourselves. I feel as though, this is my personal opinion, I don't care if somebody feels otherwise. I feel as though a lot of people in general, but especially entitled people who live in the United States, feel as though certain things they're too good for certain things. It can't happen to them. It can't hit close to home until it actually does. What we have to understand is we are all connected. We are all connected. So even though it's not directly affecting you and your family, it's affecting your lineage, it's affecting your race, it's affecting your social economic class. And we need to start paying attention to these things. It's very important. It's very important. We need to stop being distracted by the bullshit that's going on in the media, because at the end of the day, that shit is not going to matter in the long run. After all of that fluff, okay, is clear, we're going to be fucked if we don't take appropriate steps and measures. Time for voting is coming up soon. If you're not registered to vote, please do so. Even if you've never done it before, ask somebody. Don't have too much pride because you don't know how to go about it to not let your voice be heard. Instead of talking shit on the internet, be proactive. Cast your vote. Your voice matters at the ballots. It really does. It really does. We have to make change, and it starts with us. Even though, it's a little bit at a time, it takes a village. It takes a village. There's strength in numbers. So that's why I'm coming to you guys and ask you. I don't know about you guys, but I did not like the energy at all when former President Trump was in office. I didn't like the way we as a people, minorities, and when I say minorities, I'm not just talking about skin complexion. I'm talking about people from different socioeconomic classes, different parts of life, who can't help being born to certain places, who are trying to make better. I just didn't like the way we were being treated. And I feel as though in this day and age, it's 2024, we're making so much we're making so much progress with technology and everything else that we should not be self-sabotaging ourselves in that way. Just because we like drama, that's what reality TV is for. We don't need that type of drama in office. Okay, because all that's going to do is regress us, and then we're going to be the third world country. Think about that. Think about the long term. Think about the long-term effects that this has. You have to pick the lesser of two evils. Who do you think has a better listening ear for people like us? Be for real, whether you like them or not. Not everybody is an Uncle Tom or an Aunt Tish. Sometimes we have to give people an opportunity to step up into office. We've already seen what Trump can do in office. Give Vice President Harris an opportunity to show what she can do. If that does not work, then we move forward with somebody else, but give people the opportunity to prove themselves. That's the problem. We're pre-stigmatizing people from their past. Like people don't grow, like people don't learn, like evolution doesn't exist within certain people. Especially when they're a key vital part of evolution, i.e. being the first female in an office, such as president or vice president. Give people an opportunity. It's time for us to stop being so closed-minded. We're so used to putting everything in a box. We're so used to putting people in boxes. We're so used to limiting our perspective of things that we are not looking at everything as a whole. We're just looking at right now. We're not looking at the long-term effects of things. First and foremost, both of them men old as shit, if you ask me. Let's give Vice President Harris a chance. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I know everybody does not support what I say or what I do, and that's fine. But I think it's time for everybody to start living in their truth, especially America. It's important for us to focus on the crux of the issue. Make some changes. Stop being afraid of the unknown. Just because we've never had a female in such powerful of a position does not mean it will fail. We see the history of what has happened with men in charge. No offense. Just saying. I'm not the first one who said it. Even Beyonce said, "Who run the world?" Girls, give my girl a chance. Just saying. Think I've chitter-chattered enough. I hope you guys like my outfit. I love you all. Have a wonderful, blessed day, month, life, weekend. If you're not in the right energy, you can change that. And make sure you check out my videos. They're available on all the platforms where you see this beautiful face. So that would be YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Check me out. Bye, y'all.